What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So before I get into this video, I want to give a big shout out to one of my subscribers for once again showing love to the channel. Much respect to Aram for the $12 donation via the PayPal. He says, quote, "Thanks, Mike, for keeping the Wilt Chamberlain memory alive. And thank you for your recent video on my guy, Walt Clyde Frazier. Thanks for exposing their greatness to the young ones who enshrine LeBron and the current NBA players as the greatest." Yeah. My aim is never to try to denigrate the players of today. What I have a problem with is when fans today, some players today, some analysts, they have a tendency to go around and try to denigrate players of the past. I'm never going to be one that's going to always, if you notice, I'm always responding to people. I don't go out and, and initiate this stuff. I don't go out and diss a player of today for no reason. I don't go out and say, well, these guys do this. I'm usually responding to something that somebody is saying to denigrate players of the past or a player from the past. So much respect to you for showing love. And anyone that want to show love to this channel, if you choose to, you can do so on the links in the description box below via the PayPal or the Cash App or in the pinned comment in the comment section below. I also want to say, haven't said this yet, happy 4th of July to everybody that's out there that celebrates it. Be careful, especially if you're in large crowds. Got a lot of fucking nut jobs out there. We live in a fucked up world now. All right, so I'm going to put a link to this article in the pinned comment in the comment section below. So, as we all know, there's been some war words between Kevin Durant, Charles Barkley, and Shaq. And Shaq on Instagram poked fun at KD, all right? They've been going back and forth for a little while. So Shaq on Instagram said, he put up a graphic of KD behind the wheel of a bus, and or at least I think he's behind the wheel of the bus. He might have, you know what? No, I don't think he's behind the wheel of the bus. I think he was in the middle of the bus, so maybe that means that he was a passenger. I don't know. But anyway, the bus like it's going to go off a cliff. The bus is, in the image, is like it's getting ready to tumble off a cliff and veer off the cliff and tumble to a tumultuous and probably explosive demise at the bottom of the terrain, right? And he says on that post that Charles Barkley was 100% correct when he said that KD was not a leader and that KD was a bus rider and not a bus driver. And he said that KD is pretty much going to lead the Nets and has led the Nets to, to their destruction, to their demise. And basically, feed into that narrative that, hey, KD, when things get difficult, he runs. And at the end of the day, I'm going to keep saying it. I think it's true. I think there's a lot of truth to it. I don't think he's the only one, but he is definitely a guy who, look, people can spin it all they want to. At the end of the day, that's why I have respect for a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo, even though the media does not. I have respect for guys like Dame Lillard, even though I don't think he's top 75, but I have respect for the fact that he wants to win the right way. I don't respect how a lot of these players move. A lot of these guys want to win the easy way. And at the end of the day, as great as Steph Curry is, the report that shows that Curry, is rooting for Kevin Durant to join the Warriors, I mean, look, people give him a pass and shit. I don't know. I'm just used to a different type of mentality when it comes to these athletes. I'm used to these guys, especially when a player is still in their prime. See, it's one thing if KD was at the end of his rope. If KD was 37, 38, clearly on the decline of his career, ready to accept a reduced role, That's something different. But for a guy who is in his prime, rooting for another guy that's in his prime that's always been a rival to come join you to make your team that much greater than this super team shit, nah, it's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. And I also want to say this, too, before I end this video. Fans, the media, they can't just pick and choose on what will be a super team and what should be broken up and what is okay to be a super team. Because I know a lot of Laker fans that initially had an issue with Brooklyn coming together, right? The possibilities of what could have happened when it was Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and then James Harden. A lot of people like, hey, that's not fair, right? But I've noticed that it's okay when that guy comes to your team. It's fine, you know, but it is what it is. You know, I know some people are going to say, well, Shaq played on great teams. But the difference is, Shaq never joined a team that was already like a championship level team before he got there. I'll say that about Shaq. When Shaq was drafted to Orlando, if I'm not mistaken, they had not made the playoffs yet. When he went to the Lakers, they were a team on the upswing, but they had been the Lake Show, a team that at best was an 8th seed, some years missing the playoffs. You know, when he was traded to Miami, they were not a championship level team yet. When he was in his decline period, when he went to the Cavaliers, he was a nice addition, but he was not the same Shaq anymore. He wasn't the guy putting up 27 and 13. He was a guy maybe giving you, at that point in his career, off the top of my head, maybe 15 and 8, maybe. When he went to Phoenix, that wasn't a super team. So you get the point of what I'm saying. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.